Hey everybody, got our bird here. We're here with another one of the worst
Going down a roller coaster.
on YouTube. Well, I guess this movie was a roller coaster ride. We are back
Kind of.
to Vidius. It's been months. It's been pre-fucking hiatus since we've done a Vidius movie, and I feel at home.
Covered in lube.
Yeah. And I'm sure fucking all of you out there and Bird here can't wait till we run out of Vidius, which is coming soon because we only have 2 left after this one.
Well, I mean, like it's too much.
But no, I'm also kind of glad it's coming to an end as well because I think I am semi-close to the Ron Kuntz turning point. Remember how we loved Ron Kuntz and we had so much fun with Ron Kuntz, and then just one time there was like this turning point where like it stopped being fun and became what it is now. And I don't want this to happen with this, so we're coming to an end. But anyway, what we're here to do today is Shock Ending.
Yeah.
Obviously made by Vidius in 1987.
Yes.
And it opens up with a man cave with like horror movie props and fucking movie posters and stuff everywhere, kind of like here.
Yep.
And then we see that it's goddamn Howie Mandel. Yeah, the Welsh mix of Howie Mandel and Eddie Deezen just smushed all together.
Mooshed.
And I can't believe it took us fucking us doing 4 other Vidius movies to come up with Howie Mandel.
Face this whole time. I'm like, he looks like a mix of something.
But yeah, he's sitting there watching a crap fucking horror movie. Obviously made by earlier Vidius, but it goes on for a while.
Yeah, it had a Kmart fucking
Fucking Dracula thing.
What's that fucking Ralph Fiennes or Fiennes?
But it's not the one that's normally in these movies, because wasn't the other dude in Kmart Ray Fiennes, the one with the stubby finger.
That was him. He was on the movie that they kept.
No, that was a different guy. I think that was a different guy.
No, it wasn't. That's him.
I don't know, but whatever. It does not fucking matter.
It does matter
because we get opening credits over top of this fucking movie.
Shock ending.
And then we get fucking Dracula guy pulls out an enema.
Scream all you like, my dear. No one can help you now.
So we're like, huh?
I'm like, Dr. Bloodbath.
I kind of wish we were watching this movie instead.
Yeah.
But then we get more fucking movie. And then we get a fucking movie fight in said movie.
Right.
And just as crappy as every other Vidius fight.
Yeah. It was better than, like, the Fast and Furious films, though. A toilet flushing is better.
And then Howie Mandel's wife comes down all loo-loo-looing, all pissed off.
Yeah, she's like, are you always watching these movies and playing with your pizza?
Well, she was mostly pissed off first about him not getting dinner started at time.
You didn't put the dinner on. I asked you to do one simple thing. Well, I'm working my fingers to the bone in that bloody shop. One simple thing. Put the dinner in at 4 o'clock.
She works her bones. Her fingers.
She wants the flesh off of her bones. Why you
working in this shop while you sit there and watch these movies?
beating your knob?
But no, dude, she goes on for a while more.
Sorry, darling, I forgot.
Oh, I've already put it in the oven now. All you had to do was get up off your backside and flick the switch. But you couldn't even manage that, could you? Oh no, you're too busy watching these stupid films of yours to bother about a little thing like that, aren't you?
I mean, that's the shit she'd be yelling at you. All you do is lay on your fat ass and play with your knob. You big, big bang.
And then she fucking bitches some more.
Oh, Daddy. Jibba, jibba, jibba. Oh, with your nuts.
Well, I've had enough, Colin Gould. Yes, that's it. I've had enough.
Might be interested to know I'm going to stay with my mother this weekend. So you can watch all the films you like, and you can live off
duck noodle and crisps for all I care.
And then Howie Van Deason, he fucking sits there and says, well, how it's Friday night, it's movie night. They always go to the friend's house and watch them fucking horror movies and blah, blah, blah.
He was explaining it so pathetic, I wanted to hit him.
Wait, we're going to John and Julie's tonight, remember? The all-night horror club.
And then she's all
But it's a
pissed.
classic.
She's all pissed about that.
No, oh no, I've had it up to here, sitting in their house watching TV until the early hours of the morning. That might be your idea of a night out, but it's certainly not mine.
But Andy and Lynn are going too. You haven't seen them for months. I told them you'd be there tonight.
I don't give a fuck if he hates holes, fuck you!
And she was like getting more pissed off.
And then Howie Van Deason says about what movie they're watching.
Besides, they're bringing a copy of Dr. Corpse and the Gestapo Zombies here. It's a classic, Barbara. You must see that one.
I must see it, must I? Well, has it ever occurred to you that I might not want to see Dr. Zombie and the Gestapo frigging corpses?
Dr. something and the Gestapo Zombies.
It's got Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez in it. It's called Gigli. It's a classic. What? You know.
So yeah, the wife fucking Lulu's at him some fucking more.
But it's a classic.
Classic! Classic! I'll tell you what it is. It's shit! Shit!
Dude, I swear to God, like, no, we're gonna do it. You're gonna get Al. And
Al?
Al? Who
You can call me out, call me out.
Who do we have in the UK?
We got
They're
L,
friends.
L, and
Al.
Adam, and
Al
I
and
think
Adam.
Luke's over there as well.
Right.
So, what do you want?
Luke made the fool.
You're just okay. I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying.
They don't.
They don't know what I'm saying.
They have no
And
idea.
Don't say it's Niall. I'm like, I want to define some lubes. That's what we want. Some video of lubes, but you gotta get their consent though, and they gotta do it. They gotta either explain the whole situation or try.
Dude,
Anyway.
you need to. We need to lay off the pot, man. Because in yesterday's
What?
episode,
What?
Stop, Josh, in yesterday's episode, we were fucking asking our fucking fans to send us videos of them punching broccoli into a pot. And
We
stuff.
did?
Yes. And today you're like, you get us some videos of lose.
Get us some lubes!
So,
And they gotta do it.
I think maybe we should just lay off.
No, it's okay. Right? It's better than punching broccoli. It's just all you do is say, "Hey, do you mind if I film you going leave?" Because you're
Ignore him.
lube.
Ignore him. Okay.
Don't ignore me.
So, but he's sad, I guess, like we're all gonna be sad truly when we run out of Vidius movies. So he's looking for something for after Vidius ends where he can still get us our Lou fix.
Our lube fix.
But anyway, fuck all that bullshit,
Shit.
right, man? Howie Van Deasen's wife gets all pissed off. She starts staring down posters.
Just like all the rest of these moronic friends you and your crazy friends choose to watch on these ridiculous all-night horrors of yours.
Not the House 2 poster, though.
No, she didn't. She spared that one.
But she does rip down one that's worth a fucking fortune.
Not that one, Baba. It's worth a fortune. No.
Well, it's not anymore, is it?
He's like, no, yeah. Fucking forgot what the hell which one it was.
And I don't remember, but she laughs like pretty greatly.
Greatly. Goddamn, Trump.
It was a great fucking bad acting laugh.
It was a greatly, bigly big movie.
So, at that point, Howie Van Deason fucking loses it and chokes out his fucking wife like he's strangling her. Softly, but strangling her.
Yeah, strangle you softly.
We get more strangling softly
Yeah.
with his hands.
All boogly.
And then she hits him with a rubber Dracula motorized sex toy?
They look more like Rudy Giuliani. You know?
I just can't picture a fucking rubber motorized sex toy of Rudy Giuliani, so we're gonna stick back with it being fucking Dracula.
I'm sure a lot of hotel maids were trying to get that shit out of their heads too, because how many times they walk in like, oh my god, and he was there like, I'm just fixing my pants.
So, blah blah fucking blah, we cut the fucking Kmart fucking Welsh Dennis Franz here, and I learned something. I was on the Vidius' website.
Yes.
And I was looking through their profiles, and Kmart fucking Franz here, in real life, he is a butcher. And I say, yes, I believe that, because that dude looks like the personification of a fucking butcher.
Kmart. A Kmart Franz. Butcher.
But we cut to him and his wife, and they're talking about movies.
Did you pick up the video, John?
What? You said you were going to get it.
I did.
Yeah, for Christ's sake, Julie, I told you I'm out afternoons this week. I've got no time to go picking up the videos.
All right, don't fret. I'll pick it up later. Did you book the tape?
What do you mean, did I book it? Didn't you in... Oh, you were in town yesterday. You were supposed to go to Tiger Videos and book the video. Don't tell me you forgot.
You ever met a butcher in your life?
Yeah, well, my very first job was in a grocery store.
You were a butcher then?
No. I was a fucking, like, stock boy and bagger
You
and
were
stuff.
a high stock boy in bagger.
Yeah, that goes without saying, but they had a butcher there. He was just a fucking quiet man that probably butchered.
killed people.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Thinking about it, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, right,
I can see him doing that.
Nice.
So yeah, they talk about the party now.
What time are they coming?
Well, Colin and Barbara said they'll be here about 7:30, and Andy and Lynn will be here about 8:30.
When Howie Van Deesen calls... Van Deesen?
Van Deesen? What the fuck? Wow.
Oh, fuck, dude. We just lost it.
Howie Mandeezen.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm like, don't worry. You like said it all quietly. I'm going to backhand you if you're wrong. No.
But whatever. Howie Mandeezen calls up and cancels because his wife has a sore throat.
Hey, Colin, how are you? How's it going?
Listen, John. Barbara and I won't be able to make it this evening. She's got a sore throat.
Andy and Lynn are bringing something special round. Yeah, it's a classic. Yeah, yes, and the Gestapo zombies, that's right. Oh, what a shame. Anyway, listen, I'll see you in the week then. Okay, bye.
I take it that was Colin. Aren't they coming?
No, Barbara's not well, and he isn't feeling too good himself anyway. Should still be a good night. Andy and Lynn are bringing Dr. Corpse and the Gestapo zombies.
I've only made enough sandwiches for 6.
No.
She was choking on my roll.
So blah blah fucking blah. Howie Mandeezen goes to Tiger Video here to return his copy of the tape.
Hey, I'm bringing this back. I won't be able to watch it tonight. Something's cropped up.
Why do you want to book it for another night?
No, it's okay. I'll see you.
No, Cole?
Okay?
Okay.
Fine.
See you, colleague.
You should pay attention to this.
Ah, good fucking luck. You mean talk about what they're talking about?
Not what they're talking about. No, that's impossible. You know, there's no way. You know, you're gonna. That's all you heard. But no, I'm saying like as far as the events, they're going to transpire.
Oh yeah. But we'll get into that because Mandeezen leaves, and then yellow dress Fran's wife shows up
with Lego helmet hair. Like she went into whatever barbershop or whatever saloon, you know.
Yeah,
and
a
she
beauty
was like,
parlor.
Give me the Legos.
What you can just go.
Yeah. They're like, you know.
But anyway, she goes in to rent a tape.
Hello, Julia.
I was meant to book a film for tonight.
Yeah.
Have you got anything you can recommend? Because I've gone and forgotten.
Oh, I don't know.
And then the guy working there goes on for a while
Do you
about.
have anything with DP? And he's oh yes, I got this.
But he convinces her to rent the movie Low Budget, which was the one Dees was watching earlier.
Oh, hang on. Colin was in earlier, on me.
Yeah.
You know, Colin. And he was saying that he had a film, he took it out, but he couldn't watch it tonight. He said he'll have it another night. It was a pretty good one. This one it was. The one over there, it's called Low Budget. It's second shelf down and it's third from the right. Okay, it's in here. He didn't want it, so you might as well have it. Third shelf down.
Yeah, okay, Phil, that'll do.
But like, he goes on a while about like, oh, there's tape on the fucking tape. That means you can tape over the whatever here.
Well, he got it on, I better recheck it. See if it's alright. Oh, hold on a minute. That's strange. Well, he taps on it. Oh, I'll pull it out so you don't tape it over it, do we?
No.
We're getting a bill for 50 quid, do we? There we are, Dom. That's easier, Julie, love. There we are, Danny. That's a pound, please, my love.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute, hang on, Colin paid for that earlier. Oh, so I've done the house today, I haven't lost them.
Okay,
By all
bye.
means. Okay, bye-bye, Julie, love.
I got this one. It's 2 Welsh hoes,
You know, and filled up with a pint.
So blah blah fucking blah. We cut to Howie Mandi's unloading things from his car.
Jack the stripper. That's what I
And
do.
we see that they're bags, and he's dragging them along the ground, like
Right.
having problems. You know, they're heavy because they're his wife's body.
Right.
So yeah, he's dragging them along, drags them up to this bridge, and then like goes over the side of this
It looked
little
like he was
bridge.
about to
thing.
jump like off the bridge, like wee! We're like, oh my god, he's season's done.
But whatever, he ends up at this cliff and he chucks these ultra light now bags into the fucking ocean.
Right.
And yeah, they just kind of float there and kind of float away. And I'm like,
I was kind of like, you maybe might would have tied some shits onto.
yeah, in the form of inside the movie, you know, like that's a problem because they're gonna find your wife's fucking body parts.
Right.
But in like the practical making the movie, Brian Davies just had him fucking throw 3 garbage bags into the ocean, which you're never gonna go down and get. You know they're not. You know, they just threw 3 garbage bags in the ocean. Was like,
Yeah, now
it's the
some poor
80s.
dolphin stuck in it.
Yeah.
You know, way to go, Davies.
So we cut straight from that to Lego Hair looking at this goddamn headline for 20 Vickers have AIDS.
You know, they fucking sea turtles down like, oi, can you not put your garbage bags down here and all what? And he's like, fuck you, turtle! Fuck you!
So this young vicar, he shows up for the movie party thing.
Good evening, Mrs. Milton. I understand from certain members of my parish that there is to be a showing of video nasties here this evening.
Andy, did he come straight from work?
Yes, indeed. I went to visit an old lady, sick old lady, really, in hospital, and she would have been most upset if I'd turned out in my casual gear. One upmanship on the other old ladies, you know.
With big-haired red here.
Oh shit! Like you mean Carrot Top and fucking like Father Unibrow?
Well, yeah, or you were saying that he looked like fucking David Byrne or whatever from
As the
Talking
biggest
Head with the
Byrne,
big
yeah, dude,
fucking suit,
seriously.
the little fucking
His
head.
little ass head, big fucking unibrow and shit. But like, yeah, but he's like 15 and all.
Yeah, so
Carrot Top before the muscles.
Whatever, it doesn't really fucking matter. They sit down to watch the movie Low Budget.
What did you say this one was called, Julie?
Low budget.
Certainly is. Never heard of it.
Starring Peter Preston and Paul Roberts.
Never heard of them either.
Dude, I look like a hobo. I got all kinds of holes in my socks.
The priest pulls out the paper that says 20 Vickers have AIDS, and he gives us a look.
Yep.
Doesn't give us a look, gives it a look.
Who? A look?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't? Well, give it a look, but it doesn't matter now?
Does any of this really matter?
When did
you want to
it
get
ever
into
matter?
the what?
What?
What did you say?
When does it ever matter?
It doesn't. That's what I'm saying. But so they're watching this movie, and it shows the fucking killing of Barbara Mandiz's wife, Barbara Mandizin. Right?
Barbara Mandizin.
So yeah, they're like, this is a joke, haha.
Yeah, but Priest was 15-year-old unibrow wasn't taking it, lightly. He was
because he says it's real.
Do you ever get the feeling you've been set up? I bet Barbara, Colin and John are in on this, the sods.
Barbara's hammy it up a bit, isn't she?
What do you think, Andy? Do you think he deserves an Oscar? Andy?
This is not a joke, ladies. Look.
Andy, what?
Look!
And then we get some great fucking reactions from everyone. You know, you have Lego Hair. You have fucking Big Red here doing no reaction whatsoever.
Female Carrot Top. So all of them basically did a Ewan McGregor at one point. You know, at one point they all kind of did like the younglings, you know.
So someone cuts the phone line.
The line's dead.
It could be because of the storm.
Like, wow, I really hope you fucking, when Disney brings out the Obi-Wan series, that he has a little more emotion than that when it comes to younglings. Getting laser bladed all the way through, like, bleh. Like, you just came through, like, the Jedi Council, seriously, has kid blood sprayed all over the walls, and your reaction is, younglings. Anyway, moving on. You know.
So blah blah fucking blah. The vicar advises Lego Hair to go to the police and take the tape and whatever.
I can't believe it. I just can't believe he killed her.
Julie, did John take the car to work?
No. He got a lift with someone. The car's in the garage.
Yes, well, I strongly advise that you drive us in to the nearest police station. Yes, I think that would be the best thing, actually.
Right, hold on, I gotta eat. As the days go by.
On that note, intermission.
The water in Mallorca doesn't taste like what it ought to.
No. The water in Majorca don't taste like what it ought to.
The water in Mallorca doesn't taste quite how it should.
Majorca!
Mallorca?
Majorca!
Mallorca?
Hi, Dale, any danger of some refreshment in here?
Here you are. Get your laughing gear in there.
Oh, golly. The water in Majorca.
What's that?
Don't taste like what it oughta. Oh, gosh. The water in Majorca don't taste like what it oughta.
She's cracking. She's only corrected.
You're absolutely wrong.
Heineken refreshes the pots what other beers cannot reach.
Welcome back from intermission. So let's just dive right back into where we fucking left off, where Lego Hair goes out into the garage to get her car or whatever,
right,
while the priest watches in horror from the window.
I love the confusion that we had at first.
Like, she goes in there, and then
she looks out the window at him, and he's looking down at her. What are we doing? What? I missed the part of her going, I'm going to get down and start the car, and you two follow me down later, I guess?
Well, no, she was going to drive that to the police, the tape.
Do you need to warm the car up? I know it's an old car.
But yeah, well, it doesn't matter because we cut back to the fucking vicar and Big Red here sitting there talking about stuff.
Has she got the car up yet?
No, I'll go and see what's keeping her.
No, Andrew, don't leave me on my own, please.
Look, darling, I'm just going to see if she's having trouble starting the car. I'll be back again in a second.
Well, let me come with you then.
No, I'd rather you stay here and try and get her.
About how, like, yeah, it doesn't matter, you heard it. See, I told you, man, we're getting to that tipping point where it's like, it's that Ron Coons tipping point. I don't want to fucking do this to Vidius. So that's why I'm glad there's only 2 fucking left.
We're not doing anything.
So, no, I'm starting to get pissy about it. I'm starting to get pissy about it. I don't know.
Pissy.
Well, let's hear fucking Big Red scared talking.
Andrew, I'm scared.
Well, then lock the door behind me. Honestly, darling, there's nothing to be afraid of.
That was a jumbled amount of words. You were like, let's talk and jump back out of ran out of words you're going to talk about. I don't think people understand a word yet with the...
Yeah.
Never mind.
So, the vicar goes down to check on Lego Hair.
Stop saying the vicar.
Why?
It sounds closer to something else in my head. I keep hearing it wrong. And I'm sound like, it doesn't sound right to me. I'm like, stop saying that.
So, the vicar walks into the garage, and there's a fucking red beetle just chugging away.
Julie, where are you?
and it was purring, you know. And I'm like, oh, Bumblebee, no.
Well, he goes over there and finds Lego Hair dead.
Oh dear God.
No, Lego Head.
He gets locked in said garage, and now starts the beginning of him very slowly. I mean, very slowly fucking suffocating.
Slowest death scene ever.
Because he keeps cutting back and forth between him slowly dying
and Carrot Top
and fucking Big Red here going around the house, down the crazy fucking stairs, up the crazy fucking stairs, locking shit.
If you were drunk and you went down them steps, you were fucked.
They look straight fucking up.
You're about.
It's almost a ladder. It's a motherfucking ladder.
Yeah. You're gonna, that's not gonna feel good at all.
Who would build steps like that?
Sadistic fuck.
So now we see a dude with a fucking cleaver, like, walking around or whatever in a raincoat.
Right. And it's like, I know what you did last summer, you know.
Well, he chases Big Red through the fucking house and she just, those steps, man, like
dude,
nothing.
She fucking hit them steps. I don't think she touched them steps. I think she just dropped down. She went boom. I was like, damn, good job, Big Red.
And then she runs into Howie Mandie's in here in a fucking raincoat.
Right.
And she just fucking has a...
But I caught
she
the
loses
part
us.
She's like you.
Lynn, what's the matter? What is it?
She's dead! She's dead! He killed her!
What are you talking about? Who's dead?
We saw it! He killed her! The video! The video!
She's like you,
he's like, wait. So like, all I caught was that you know he murdered her, and he was like, no, you know, and all of a sudden she took off.
She runs off.
She took off like a fucking Muppet from the Hensons. She was like,
yay! So, but anyway, dude, after she takes off, we cut back to the fucking garage where the priest is still fucking suffocating, but he still has enough, like, you know. He could have broken a window. But
he could have done
But he
all
doesn't do
these
that.
things.
He sits by the fucking car, opens up his Bible, starts reading, and slowly dies.
And then just dies.
And then the car
died.
Yeah, because the car stops making noise.
Him. It's like, well, he's almost dead, so I'm gonna turn my car off now, so I don't waste the battery. You know, and but like, so like, that means that means the killer was in there the whole. I don't understand.
But so Howie Mandie's is walking around like the house, calling for people.
John, Julie, video. What did she mean by that?
And then he just like sits down and starts watching Low Budget. And then he sees the scene where he's strangling his wife.
Right. Well, he wanted to see what the hell they were talking about. And then, yeah.
So he kind of walks away without killing her. We're like, no, we saw him.
We thought, right?
But so Franz walks in. And then fucking Barbara and Franz have a whole conversation about, like, their affair.
You didn't tell him about us, did you? Does he know about us?
No, I didn't tell him. But I've got to tell him tonight about it.
You must have had a hell of a fight. I've just seen him go down out there with a face like thunder. He didn't even shut the door.
God, it's not half as bad as the fight we're going to have in court, I'm telling you.
And we were like, oh no, Franz and Lulu, we're doing it.
And then they're talking about like divorces and stuff. How she wants to leave fucking Mandieson. She doesn't want to be a Mandieson anymore.
And she was like,
she wants to be a Franz.
Lego Head.
Yeah, and she wants him to leave Lego
He's
Head.
like, I can't leave Lego Head.
I'm going to divorce him, John. And you've got to divorce Julie.
Look, I cannot afford to divorce Julie, I told you. I married her for her money, for Christ's sakes. Look, I've put up with a stupid cow for 5 years now. I'm not going to change my plans.
But John, I can't go on living like this forever.
Why not? We'll be okay. Look, I can't tell her.
So Barbara tries calling the cops calling to tell Lego Head.
Yeah, she wanted to call Lego Head and say they were doing it raw.
Well, honestly, unless you're going to tell her, then I'm going to have to answer.
No, Barbara, don't tell her.
Why not? I've got to tell her tonight.
No, Barbara. Barbara.
Leave me alone.
But then fucking Franz like chokes her out with a fucking phone cord.
Yeah, another dignified death in the UK. You know, they all die like.
And then it cuts back to Franz and Howie Mandieson talking. Well, more Franz talking about how he killed 3 people and blah blah blah.
Ripping stuff, eh, Colin?
I came here looking for Barbara. I wanted to apologise to her. You've killed her.
You know, I've killed 3 people tonight. And it's nothing like it is in the movies.
And how it's Barbara's fault.
It was all Barbara's fault, you know. If she hadn't have made me kill her, I wouldn't have had to kill Andy and Julie. And I wouldn't have had to kill you, Colin.
Yeah, but of course, like, yeah, well, you'd be like, blame Barbara, you know. He's like, you don't have fault. The reason why I was like, you could have stopped.
So Deez just takes the fuck off. He's like, pew.
He did.
But Franz follows very closely behind him as they run outside, and then we get a hideous fight scene. Because nothing's greater than a hideous fucking fight scene.
Hell yeah, dude.
We get more hideous fight scene.
You know, and
with insane music. Like, this music is fucking insane.
He was like, he was getting all weird and distorted and shit.
And then all of a sudden, goddamn Brian Davies appears with a fucking case with a fucking video camera in it. So we watch him take the video camera out of the fucking
case ever.
It starts filming the fight, and he's like, "Oh, my video club's gonna love this."
God, they're gonna love this down at the camera club.
I'm like, so your video
camera
club, your camera club just loves watching homicide, huh? Well, that's cool. Well, you just run around looking for shit to happen, you film it, and then you run away.
So they go behind a tree, and somebody dies.
Yeah,
because we see somebody in the matching raincoats, one holding the cleaver, and the other one fucking laying there dead. And wait a minute, goddammit! If Deez didn't kill his fucking wife, what the fuck was he dragging and throwing into the fucking ocean?
What was that all about? So what, he was just throwing his garbage out?
Like, yeah, was he like, you know, he's like, that's it, I finally, Barbara's got through to me, I'm going to throw away all my horror movie props and all my posters and all that shit, I'm going to be an upstanding Welsh man.
Yeah, but after, like, you know, the marks around her neck go away, you know.
Yeah, because he
from
did
him choking her.
Yeah, softly.
I think...
Choking her softly
if you choke
with
your
his
woman,
hands.
If you choke your woman, just tossing some of your shit out the door is not going to pull it back a little. You know what I mean? Hey, honey, don't worry about it. I threw out that poster of Megan Fox. Are you okay? Did I punch you too hard?
So we cut...
Are we cool now?
So now we cut to somebody ejecting the videotape from the VCR. Throwing it into the fire. And then credits. And that is shock ending.
And now
so I guess, you know, it delivered on its promise of its title.
The shock ending was that it ended like poop.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fucking Jesus. You know?
Because I really do want to know what the fuck was Deez and fucking
you
Dragon.
were more upset that you didn't get really good Lou action.
Yeah, you're right. I wanted,
yes.
yeah, I wanted the Lou sisters. Or,
you wanted the Lou sisters. You wanted Sly Stallone.
Or I wanted always Whoopi.
Whoopi yelling at little
I wanted
Al Pacino.
I wanted all that stuff, but no, we didn't get much of that.
We didn't get none of that.
We got the wife Barbara fucking yelling, but she wasn't Lou.
She wasn't Louing enough.
Yeah,
that's great.
I mean, we said she Lulu'd, but she didn't.
Do we have a
Lulu.
preference? Like, because
yes,
I think if someone in the UK is like, you know, I'll get someone to do the Lulu thing, but you got to be more.
I want hardcore Welsh Luluing.
Hardcore Welsh.
I mean, more hardcore Welsh than these people. I want, like, you know, the ones that speak the weird Welsh language that has like 80 consonants in the fucking word.
Okay, try to
Shire.
explain that without being a dick about it. Did you say Shire?
Yes.
What the fuck are they to you, trolls? What the fuck?
No, like
Are they fucking hobbits
Worcestershire.
or some
Like
shit?
Worcestershire and
Worcestershire?
Gloucestershire or whatever. And, whatever.
Shire.
Fire, Mire. On that note, we're gonna burn. This has been another one of the worst movies on YouTube. So should I... Oh, we'll see you later. Should I lock us in to make
Lock us in?
for next
Are we
week?
going somewhere?
Well, I mean, I guess even though if I promise something on here, saying we're going to do this next week, and a lot of times we just go, nah, we're not.
Because we're lazy. We're like,
Well, no, it's like, should we promise to do Death Nurse 2 next week? And, like, lock us into a Millard fucking, like, we're going to have a whole week of sitting there thinking, being like, we're going to be doing Millard.
You might be.
And then be like, oh, God, we're going to do, and then it's going to happen. And then,
You're going to go down on something? Like, yeah, probably. Go ahead, lock us in for a Millard.
All right, then. Next week, next worst movies on. I promise.
Yeah, right.
But that don't mean much. That we're gonna be doing Death Nurse 2 by Nick Millard.
Like, chances are we're gonna change that.
And do Ron Coots or something.
Like we
Satan,
we don't
Satan
wanna
is
do
for
that.
Satan or something.
We thought about it. We're like, no.
That's a very strong possibility.
It is. Everything with us is a strong possibility.
Yeah.
For eating children. I'd be like, oh my god! You know, yeah, I could see pulling your whatever and burning shits and stuff.
Well, I mean, if their product's real good and the only thing they do is eat children, I'd be kind of down.
Yeah, you'd be down because you don't care. The rest of the planet would because they'd be mortified. Like, dude, they're eating children.
Like, so they make a good product.
What do they make? Deep
deep
dish pizzas.
Well, long as
children meat.
I was like, well, no, I don't want to eat children meat.
I don't want to eat children meat.
But like, if a company that makes an awesome product, if they sit there and they eat children but don't feed us children, I'm fine.
Wow.
Eat the children.
I got some money. There was something on my leg that the kid probably had.
You had a fucking something about Mary moment, didn't you? You had shit hanging from your ear.
It's pink!
You might need to go to the doctor.
It's on my arm, too.
Oh, fuck.
It smells like bubblegum. Well, when you have a kid, this shit happens. I step in clay all the time.
I step in clay all the time.
Play-Doh squished between your toes. Look, oh my god, I hope that wasn't cat barf. You know, you look down, you're like, good, it was clay. That's fine. Not fine because it gets mushed on the rug and you're like, getting that shit out? Fuck you. Sit there all day with tweezers. And then you gotta do like, get out the fucking, you know, the, dude, you know what's so handy to have is a rug scrubber.
Well, when you have an insane child running
No,
around
it's
your
not.
house.
No, not my, I know. I use it more for Riley, my 200-pound cat, because I give her the yum yum yums. You know, she likes the soft food, and as soon as I crack that shit open, she turns into a fucking heroin addict. Meow meow meow, coming at me like fucking. And I'm like, ah! But seriously, I have to put her on the Atkins or something.
But anyway.
Yeah. What was I saying?
I don't fucking know. You're talking about rug scrubbers and then
Well,
you
rug
just
scrubbers are
fucking...
very important for that because, like, she eats and then a second later she yaks. You know, she's like, good.
Well, maybe she does. Maybe she has a health problem.
No, her health problem is she's a fat ass and she eats too much. So I've been giving her little tiny bits at once, no barf. You know, she's just fat. She just goes yum 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 yum. Doesn't come up for air.
Oh, so like you're like fucking cutting down her food intake, so you're gonna wake up one day with her chewing on your cheek.
You know? No,
Yeah.
I don't think that'll happen. I don't quite taste as good as the tuna.
I don't think they care, man.
You don't think they care? Like, eventually, we all just went bleh and just died. I watched that movie, Don't Look Up. It's very depressing.
I don't want to.
Because it basically just showed me what would happen if that happened.
Yeah.
Because everybody would be like, no. And then actually the whole people chanting, Don't Look Up, I was like, oh my god. Like, this is so now. Like, you know, lock her up, that kind of shit. They took it from that. But, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I can see them doing that. Like, oh, they want you to look up to ignore what Nancy Pelosi's doing. Like, I can see it. I'm like, no. And everybody, all the rational people were like, there's a fucking comet coming. Like, no, there's not. And before you know, it's too late and we're dead. His anger at the end, fucking, that would be everybody. Leo lost his brain. I thought he was going to have an aneurysm on that set. But yeah, that would be everybody. I mean, the rational ones, like Dr. Fauci or whoever the fuck was trying to hit, obviously not him, whatever astronomer was like, there's a big end coming. We're like, no, it's not. He voted for Hillary. I'm like, I don't care if he ate her out. There's a comet coming. Oh, piss nuts.